Welcome to the Flip Coast. My name is Nate. This is my Key West 1700. Finally got my stringers down, and this is how I did it. She's on there solid. I already laid the fillets down. Ziploc bag. Use it as a piping bag, and then a spatula. I might give it like a quick sand, wipe some acetone on it just to get it sticky again. And I'm hoping that these stringers will never have to be done ever again. Holy crap. The battery died halfway through. It's probably a good thing, but I was only able to do one side. Front turned out really good. Back side turned out pretty good too. The middle section sucked. There was just so many air bubbles. So I pretty much just worked all the air bubbles to the top. That way I could grind that out. And that's it. I'm gonna have to do this starboard side tomorrow because I was just stepping all over the glass and it's just not a lot of room.
I think we did it. I mess with a new arm, I'll mess it up. Yep. Only what happens. Woo.
Turned out pretty good. It got to a point now where I was like, the more I mess with it, the worse it got. So turned out a lot better than that center. That center turned out absolutely horrid, but you can always fix this stuff by grinding it out and re-glassing it, so no biggie. I had Mr. Steve helping me again. Whenever he helps me, good stuff happens, so ain't nothing to do now but wait. All right, it's the day after. Super solid. Those bubbles there, just pretend those aren't there because all them bubbles I'm gonna actually grind out and fill. Alright, well I got all my mistakes erased. You know, I don't mind working, but my least favorite type of work is work that I had to do in order to fix a mistake. But had to be done. I don't mind the learning part. I guess that's what drives it in even more, you know. Alright, now that that's out the way, I can go ahead and start cutting these side stringers out. Yep. Alright, let's get these templates down. I didn't show it last time, but I have a better idea of how to do it this time, so I'm going to show you how I did it. We're going to be using 1-inch Coosa board for the stringers, so we're going to use the same size for the foam board template. So I just shot a laser, and I'm just marking every 12 inches, and I'm just marking the height. Now, I'm not trying to go for perfect exact height of the stringers. I'm actually trying to err on the side of caution. I mean, I'm no carpenter. I've never framed anything. I'm just a guy. I'm just a regular guy doing my best. Once these are glued in, then I'll shoot this laser again, and then I'll actually get my true height of my stringers. This method's pretty easy. Just scribe the line where it's touching and just sand away. Easy day. This don't have to be perfect. I'm just trying to get a rough estimate of what to cut my Coosa down to, because any mistakes I make right now, it's going to be on foam board, which is a lot cheaper than Coosa board. And that's first try. And she's pretty close. There's a couple gaps here and there, but that's money. Alright, these stringers are a lot longer than factory, so we gotta find some way to join this, and this is how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be doing a scarf joint. Same thing I did with the center stringer. Gonna cut this out and this out. These two will join perfectly. Really strong joint. And there she is. That's one side down. I'll glass that joint in a bit. Just knock this other side out real quick. Now we glass. See if I can do this without making a mess. So I got the scarf joints. I'm gonna go ahead and glass these. I'm gonna use a layer of 1708, the top side down, and then a layer of chop on top of it. Probably don't need this, but I do want some strength in this joint. So, all right, let me mix up some resin and we'll get started. Alright, now one layer of chop, and then we'll put this joint together. Alright, that's it. Now we wait. There's the joints there. Really strong. And to test it, let me... When I put glass on that, it's going to be really strong. These ended up fitting all right. They weren't perfect, so I had to do some shaping. This got me pretty close. And it's actually starting to look like a real stringer system. Old Hank got a little J14, little bridge boat, flounder pounder. Yeah! Hank said he needs some lumpia in his life. He's still single, by the way. Yeah, these took a while to shape and get right. And then I did a full dry fit, and that took a while. Started getting super late into the night, and I had to get a bunch of classmates to help me out, which is pretty cool because they got to learn a little bit, and I was able to get some much needed help. It's an awesome classroom environment.
It was super strong.
Yeah, it was.
Alright, game time. Ready?
Alright, that one can go down.
5cc? Yep.
Alright, that board's ready to go on. Yeah, looking back at the footage, I know without a shadow of a doubt I would not have been able to do this without my classmates, so I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, once you're able to get out the boat, it'll stop trying to slip and slide.
we did it again. Time to clock out. I guess time flies when you're having fun.
Looks good. I like it. Yeah, man.
Turned out good. I leveled it and ran a chalk line. I'm gonna cut that, and that's gonna be level with the center stringer. And then do some fillets and then lay some glass. Hopefully I can do all that today, but we'll see. That way I can get this video out to you this weekend. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that, and then got a crazy void. Look at that. That ain't good. That's the only one I saw that was like that ever out of these 1-inch boards, but I got her pretty close to level. She ain't all the way level, but I can always knock her down. But she's definitely ready to glass. I just got to acetone it, do my fillets. I don't have to let the fillet cure fully because I would like to glass, at least get a layer down by today. So yeah, I'm gonna acetone it and then get ready to do some fillets. And I got Steve. Look at Steve. Sun going down. Look at old hanky poo over here. Yeah! He just started. See what's going on? Everybody taking on body work now. It's pretty sick. There's the dry fit there. Still haven't laid the fillets yet, but I'm gonna do the fillets. I'm gonna let the fillets cure for maybe like 15-20 minutes, just enough so we can start tacking off, and then I'm gonna go to laying some glass. And I got Mr. Steve helping again, so it's gonna make it a lot easier. See how far we can get. Go ahead and mix this up, and I hope I have enough. All right. Should be enough.
Now let me be the first to remind you, this boat is actually sitting on jack stands and I have to walk gingerly or else this thing will fall off the jack stands. So I gotta walk gingerly. I can't just, you know, be as fast as I want to be. I really have to take my time. I got Mr. Steve as my mixologist today. He's having a helping hand that's available at all times while you're doing this stuff. I really gotta take advantage of this some more while I have it. And I'm just super blessed to have classmates that want to help out all the time. And we did it again. Class gets out at 9:45 every night. And we're just like so engrossed in what we're doing that it's time to go.
What time is it? We're glassing. What time is it? 9:45. Holy shit!
I'm sitting here getting ready to start on this boat out.
It sure beats looking at a clock all day, I'll tell you that.
Later, thank you for your help. Alright, that's going to be it for this week. I didn't get what I wanted to get done, but at least my stringers are down. It's a lot of work that goes. This is 2 weeks of work just to get to that point there. I appreciate you guys for watching. And I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you to all you guys out there that have been watching, commenting, liking, subscribing. I'm telling you, we're getting there. It's starting to, look at that. It's starting to look like a boat. Freaking sick. Nippy!